ArsenalFanTV. Lee, just back. But what's this? So, what have you been living it up today at the Emirates Cup? What's this, Diamond Lounge?
I've been in the Diamond Lounge today, living it up, like, you know, in the director's box.
Is it nice up there?
It is very, very nice up there, like, you know, yeah. So that was very good, I have to say, you know.
Have a quick talk with Gazidis up there?
He was about stone's throw for me, but no, I didn't manage to talk to him. Like, I wouldn't have been very pleasant if I'd have spoke to him, to be honest, like, you know. So,
what did you make of today?
Well, today was all right. It was all right, you know. There was some. I have to say, I thought some of the goals were good team goals.
Yeah, they were.
We ripped them up with a few good team goals, but you know the same old problems are there with the defensive side of it. I have to say that, you know, we're lacking at the back, Robbie. You know, I'm not too convinced with the way we're playing at the back, with the way we can see goals, but it's something we've got to work on. I will make a judgment at the first game of the season against Leicester and see how it is from there. But at this moment in time, you know, like today was a good run out. I thought it was a good. You know, Benfica are not a bad side, Robbie, and I know that they're in pre-season. We're in pre-season. Honestly, saying we destroyed them in the attacking side. So and that's without probably our more productive players, say like Ozil, Sanchez, and the likes of up front. But impressed with Giroud today. I have to say that it looks like he's done a little bit of weight as well, or is that kit, or is that new kit? Something to do with that. But he looked like he's done a little bit of weight. He looked
great
very
touches from him today.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. You know, I mean, the hold-up play, you know, has never been in question with him. And I thought he played really, really well today. A big plus for Reece Nelson as well.
Yeah.
I thought he was outstanding again today. Every time I've watched him, he's been really...
He's definitely a prospect, isn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Now, for me, get him out on loan for 6 months, see what he can do, and then bring him back. Or play him in the Europa League.
Because to me, I want to see us keep some of these guys and give them a chance.
Yeah.
There's Europa League games, there's League Cup games, you know.
Yeah, that's we can do that with the Europa League.
You know, when we think about like Harry Kane at Spurs,
we said that.
That's where he emerged, isn't it, in the Europa League?
Yeah, so let's do that then. Like, you know, obviously you've got so many players in that position. You know, like you're going to have Bellerin and Chamberlain that are going to want games in that role as well. So it's a little tricky little situation there. But as far as I'm concerned, yeah, you know, play it. I've always said this: Europa League, play the youngsters and the squad, and concentrate on getting back into the top four.
Now, finally, a question that I've been asking everyone today: Alexis, right? If he comes back next week, if you was in charge, sat up in the director's box, Diamond Lounge, right, and somebody comes up and they say, listen, Alexis has come into, he wants to have a word with you, Lee, downstairs. You go downstairs, he says to you, Lee, I want to go to Man City. Sorry, I want to leave. What do? Do you cash in, take like a 40, 50 million for him and go and buy someone else? Or do you say, you ain't going nowhere, you're staying here till the end of your deal?
Well, I think as a club like Arsenal, we're not in a position that we can just say like, oh, we can throw away 50 million. I'll be honest about that. You know, when we're looking at someone like Lamar, who they're saying is 55 million, and we're only prepared to pay for. So we're prepared not to pay the 5 million for Lamar to get him over here, but we're prepared to lose 50 million for Alexis. I can't understand that. You know, if he doesn't want to sign the contract, which we don't know if that's the truth at this moment, so it's all rumours at the moment. If he doesn't want to sign the contract and his heart's with somebody else, then you have to let him go.
Even if it's City?
Huh?
Even if it's Man City, a strengthening a rival?
Well, if it's Man City, you've got to say it's 70 million. You know what I mean? Simple as that. Everybody else does. You know, you're telling me that Walker's worth 50 million. You know what I mean? Like, but they've got 50. Tottenham down the road have got 50 million out of him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. He ain't going to Man City. You know, if he does, he ain't going on the same money as what Walker did. It's as simple as that. And the reason that we're talking 50 million, Robbie, is because that board have allowed him to go down to 1 year's contract. That's the simple fact of the matter is. So whatever way you look at it, it's bad business by Arsenal. He should never be in this position when we're all saying, should he sign it? He's now got the power to say what he likes. Now, as far as I'm concerned, you know, if he says he wants £300,000 a week, is that cheaper than giving away 50 million? Because that's what you're doing. So if he says, what I would say to him now, I'd sit him down and go, Alexis, come on, sign a deal, £300,000 a week. If we don't get to where you want us to go next season, then we'll sell you for a certain amount of money. But to whoever. You know, that's what I think at the moment. But the key of it all is that he is now, we have let this happen, Robbie. We've let this happen where we don't know what's going on. I'd like, you know, from my personal point of view, of course you want to see him stay. Obviously we want to see him stay. But the best thing that this football club can do now is say, like, on, say, the eve of this football season, on the Thursday, when you're doing your little walk, right?
It's a long walk.
It's a long walk. It's a long walk. I've just seen one of the runs. It's a long walk. But on that Friday is to come out and say that Ozil signed, Chamberlain signed, and also Alexis has signed. This place will be rocking, and that's what they've got to do. And they've got to accept to do that. Like, and if they don't do that, then I'm afraid that you're going to have to say, right, we're going to have to take the money and run. And that's what we've got to do.